Chapter 4. The Counterpane. Woke up at dawn to find Queequeg's arm wrapped around me like we were spooning after a Netflix binge. It was kinda tender, not gonna lie. For a second, it felt like I was the little spoon in a very committed relationship. The quilt on the bed was patchwork, all weird shapes and clashing colors. And his tattooed arm, all spirals and lines, blended into it so well that I couldn't even tell where the blanket ended and he began. Only the pressure gave him away. It hit me weird. Not bad. Just strange. Flashback. Once as a kid, I got sent to bed as punishment in the middle of the afternoon. Sun blazing. Life still happening outside. I was miserable. After hours of boredom and dread, I fell into a half-dream where I felt a ghost hand holding mine in the dark. Woke up terrified and couldn't explain it for years. This Queequeg moment? Felt like that. Minus the horror. Like I was holding hands with something from another world. Pagan arm, mystery tattoos, body heat, and somehow it wasn't scary. Just surreal. Until I remembered, oh yeah, that's right, last night happened. Inn, cannibal, shared bed, tried to wiggle out of his death grip. Didn't work. Dude was snoring like a freight train, but holding me like his soulmate. Called his name. Nothing. Rolled over and felt a scratch. Looked down. The tomahawk. Lying next to him like a murdery teddy bear. Great. Queequeg, seriously, wake up, bro. I squirmed, grumbled, pleaded. Eventually got a grunt out of him. He stirred, stretched like a giant wet dog, and sat up blinking like, wait, who are you again? He looked at me like I was a familiar dream, kind of confused, kind of amused. But no panic, no freakout, just vibes. Then he stood up, made some gestures like, you cool if I get dressed first? Honestly, respect. Dude was more polite than most guys at brunch. I nodded. He got to work. First thing on? The hat, big beaver top hat, no pants. Then somehow he crawled under the bed with the hat still on, boots in hand. Heard struggling, grunting. My guy was trying to put on his boots under the bed. Why? Who knows? Culture? Personal quirk? Queequeg was half civilized, half wild, stuck in between worlds. A walking contradiction in leather and tattoos. Eventually he emerged. Hat crushed down, boots awkward. He limped around the room like the shoes were made of regret. The room had no curtains, and the house across the street had a front row seat to all of this. I asked him to maybe speed up the dressing process. He nodded and slipped into his pants. Then he started his wash-up. And by wash-up, I mean he only cleaned his chest and arms, not his face, not even a splash. Just a little water, a bit of soap, then, plot twist. He grabbed his harpoon, unsheathed the blade, sharpened it on his boot, and used it to shave. Like, casually. Watching this happen was like seeing someone open a bottle of wine with a chainsaw. Terrifying. Iconic. Once finished, he threw on his big coat, picked up the harpoon like it was a scepter, and strutted out of the room like a tribal king late to brunch. Legend.